This is Cryptodigital. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Nexus 7 2013. So, it's been a while since I've done a video, and yeah, I really like this device. It's my main tablet that I use now, and it's a great device. So let me just get right into the specs. The screen is 7.02 inches at 1920 by 1200 HD resolution. So that's 323 pixels per inch. That is amazing. It's really good. It's 1080p IPS, scratch resistant, Corning Gorilla Glass, or Corning Glass anyway. I'm not sure if it's Gorilla Glass. The size, it's the entire tablet is 114 by 200 by 8.65 millimeters. Okay, so it's extra thin. It's thinner than last year's model. It's a little bit taller, surprisingly, but it is shrunken down. The width is shrunken down on the sides, so you've got basically a smaller tablet with this year's model. The weight is 0.64 pounds. That's 290 grams. So it's much lighter than last year's model as well. Maybe I'll do a video comparison of last year's model because I have that too on hand. But right now I'm just going to focus on this year's model. Now, it's got the Nexus logo on the back, and this year it is horizontal as opposed to vertical. It's got a camera, a rear-facing camera now, whereas last year's model only had a front-facing camera. This also has a front-facing camera. It's got two cameras. Let's see. The front-facing camera is 1.2 megapixels fixed focus. The rear camera is 5 megapixels autofocus. So that's right there. Okay. Then we've got stereo speakers, so up here and down here. Okay. 3.5 millimeter audio connector, of course. Then you've got dual band Wi-Fi, 802.11 ABG and N, which is great because that means you've got fast Wi-Fi. It's got NFC with Android Beam and Bluetooth 4.0 for Bluetooth devices. So that's really great. It comes in 16 or 32 gigabytes of internal storage, 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is also an upgrade from last year because last year we had 1 gigabyte of RAM. This year we have 2. So that's going to make running multiple applications simultaneously that much easier and that much more fluid and responsive. So that's great. We've got the micro USB for charging and data syncing on the bottom there. We've got, I'm reading the specs here on the side. It says slim port. I'm not sure what the slim port is, but it says slim port. The battery is 3950 milliamp hours. So it's a smaller battery than last year, but I'm getting better battery life this year. I'm not sure why that is. It might be because of the processor upgrade. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro at 1.5 gigahertz. And the GPU, the graphical processor unit, is Adreno 320 at 400 megahertz. So I think that's what's improving the battery life. I'm not sure but I think that's probably why the battery life is so much better this year. It's got an accelerometer, of course. It's got GPS, ambient light sensor, compass, and gyroscope. So that's for the specs. Now on to the software. It's running Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. And now I've been waiting for the KitKat, Android 4.4 KitKat upgrade for a few weeks now since I heard it was released, but I haven't gotten that yet. So this is Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. And it's nice, it's responsive, it's fluid, it didn't come with a whole lot of features that I use, but Jelly Bean speaks for itself. I mean, Jelly Bean has been great. For over a year, I've had my old Nexus 7 and now this one. I love Jelly Bean, so it's great, and it's fast, it's fluid. Got my calendar right now, no appointments on the calendar, but you know, sometimes there's an appointment there. I've got my Tap-A-Talk for forums. I've got my links to websites. Yeah, it's great. And then other than that, I just have my emails, which I'm not going to show you guys. But I do have, on my other home screens, I have my email widgets. And on this home screen, I've got battery solo widget up there in the corner. I've got the power controls on the top, right under the Google search widget. I've got the clock. I've got my emails and my Gmail and Evernote, Nook, Kindle, Pulse, the Play Store, settings, the Google Apps. See, that's a folder, so when you tap on it, you get a whole folder full of apps. And those are the general Google apps that come with the device. Okay. And then you've got the bottom bar, which has Chrome, which is the default web browser. It's got YouTube. It's got Google Maps. It's got the app drawer, which if I tap on that, I'm getting the all my apps. Then it's got Gmail, Hangouts, and Camera. So that's great. Overall, I'm really impressed with this new device. It's speedy, it's faster than last year's model. It's got the great operating system, Jelly Bean, on it. So right there, I mean, you're getting the best that Android has to offer, in my opinion. Basically, and on top of that, you're getting updates immediately when, well, see, I've been waiting for KitKat for a while, so I don't know about immediate. But you're getting updates before the other devices get them. So that's great. And I can't wait for KitKat to come out. But other than that, Jelly Bean is just fine. It's been working great. Another thing I want to touch on is Pulse. Pulse is an app that is a news aggregator. So you can put your favorite websites into Pulse and it'll give you the latest stories from those websites. So that's great if you're into reading news, and I've got mine set to a lot of technology sites, but you know, it's great because then you can just pick which articles you want and you can scroll up and down and also side to side on each site, as you see, through the different articles. So that's a great, great app. Then you've got here down on the bottom, you've got your back button, your home button, and your recent apps button. And if you see, since I opened up just Pulse there, so that's the only one on the list. And if you want to dismiss it, you just pull it to the side. So now I should have none, and that's correct. tells me a little message that says I have not opened. So that's it. Other than that, you've got your notification tray, which if you swipe down on the left side, you're going to get your settings. But if you swipe down on the right side, you get your notifications. So right now there are no notifications in there, but hopefully sometime soon it'll say something about KitKat up there. But so that's about it. Yeah, Nexus 7 2013, I highly recommend it. It's speedy. It's got the latest Android. It's a great device. I use it for e-reading. I use it for Nook, Kindle, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a lot of different things. The news aggregator Pulse is great on it. Email, calendar, everything. So it does everything. It does everything you need it to do. Even if you go into the Google apps, you get even more stuff, because you've got playbooks for e-reading. You've got music. You can use it as a MP3 player. You can use Play Newsstand for magazines. Google Keep is kind of like Evernote. It keeps notes for you. You put your notes in there. Gallery for photos. I mean, the list goes on and on. People, you organize your contacts. Currents is a little bit like Pulse. And those are the Google apps. Calendar, Google Plus is kind of like Facebook, only I hear it's better. So I have an account, but I don't use it that much. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good stuff. So that's the Nexus 7 review. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Till next time, this is Cryptodigital.